We really do have a very slim pool to choose from. We don't want to go outside of our race. We want a high value black man.
A high value black man
that would love us and that would pour into us, and we can rest in our femininity and we can submit to you.
I'm trying to get to a point. You all know I build narratives on this channel. My videos are always trying to get to a broader point, conclusion, or narrative. In this first video, I wanted to show about how women think and how they behave. Now we're going to talk about how that behavior affects their relationships. Without further ado, let's get started.
And let me say this real quick, because I know people only seeing certain videos of mine. Listen, I am not a player no more. It's been about 96 hours. Like, I got this dude that I love. Like, I love him. Now, years ago, hey, I fumbled him. You hear me? I'm talking about fumbled him hard. I'm praying to God that nobody else get him, Lord. I'm praying to God that nobody else get him.
But the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to this story is more common now than I've ever heard in my life, about women talking about dudes that they fumbled. And I'm sure every generation can find that and say, hey, I messed up. I mean, even as a dude, I fumbled some women. It's happened. I've messed up. I can admit that. We fumbled some people. But the reason that I thought it important to bring up this particular lady right here in this story is because this woman right here is that same young lady that was sitting on the couch.
I would have been married today by 18 years old if I could have. Yes, I'm finna be 28. That's a 10-year gap where still nobody has put a ring on my finger.
She's gonna come across, she like him young. She's gonna come across one of them that she liked, but he didn't do it for her in the moment. He wasn't good enough in the moment. Or maybe he was too good of a man in the moment. She didn't know what to do with it because she didn't want to be controlled. She didn't want to be held down. She wasn't really looking for anything serious, even though she talked about not having a ring on her finger and being married. But that woman is this woman in the future.
But I wasn't ready for it. You know, I was still doing me. I moved away for about 4 years. Then I moved back. I ended up getting in another relationship. Like, I thought dude was doing fucking with me. Till I got a phone call out the blue. Hello? So here I am. We trying it over again, right? But I'm trying to let him know that I ain't full of shit no more. It's been about 8 years, but when I tell you I fumbled dude like we was at a Super Bowl game and I was the one who was gonna score and I dropped the ball at the goal line, that was me with him. But whatever he asked me to do, I'm doing. Whatever he need, I'm giving it to him. Because dude gonna make sure I'm good regardless.
This woman here hit the proverbial lottery. She hit the lottery. She is lucky. I did a video on this channel where the woman talked about how she had a good man and she messed it up. It was probably about a month and a half ago, I did this video of an example of a woman in this exact same situation. She fumbled on the 1 yard line, but for her, the clock hit double zeros. The game was over.
Let me tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking back on that guy that was really good to me, and I used to say the same thing about him that you saying, but I was in my mid-20s, so I didn't know no better. Sometimes I go to his Instagram and it's private because he got a smart woman. And I look at him, they're 2 children together. She's his fiance, now they have a home. He's helping her raise her kids. He has a great job, she has a job, and I'm sitting in extended stay.
This dude got married to another woman, had kids with her, had shared kids with her. They got a nice family. He has a good job. And that woman in the video that I did was in a hotel fighting to get custody back of her kid. This woman that we just looked at, that woman right there, she don't know how lucky she is because she messed it up with old boy. He moved on, she moved on. But a lot of stories happen where dudes don't go back to women like this. And he called her out the blue. And here's the great thing. This is why I love this story. I'm actually happy for her, gents. I'm happy for her. I'm not gonna hate on this. I actually love when people come together. I love when a plan comes together. She's lucky because there are a lot of women in her position that messed it up with good dudes for selfish reasons because they didn't want to be controlled. They didn't see the bigger picture of being with a guy. They just knew that I didn't want that. I want more excitement. Modern women want this excitement. It's gotta keep it. Gotta make me tangle. Make a brother wanna say. But this is This is real life. Because I can tell you, I don't go backwards. I don't like going backwards. There's a reason why you broke up with a person. Can people change? Yes. But I also know that people, when they get around you and they know you, they're going to revert back to where they're most comfortable with you at. Might start off fine for a little bit. Once a person settles in back being comfortable with you, sometimes it's worse than it was when you started. I really and truly hope for this lady that she is able to make it work with this dude. He obviously saw something in her that obviously she didn't see in herself and wanted to see how she was doing. And we've done that. Hey, how you doing? Put your toe back in the past to see what's going on. See if that person and you bond or get wherever you need to be. We've done that. She's lucky because a lot of women don't get that second chance.